Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Today, we're talking about eggs and opportunities. Are you ready? Let's get started. You might already know that I grew up on a farm, and so I have plenty of farm phrases in my vernacular, some of which wouldn't make any sense to you, but some of those farm phrases are things you've heard. Last week, right here, we talked about making hay, and today we're talking about gathering eggs, as I promised you last week. So what's the farm phrase? What's the wisdom for all of us? You know it. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Now, I don't have near as much personal experience with the eggs in the basket as I do with making hay, but think about it for a second. If you've got a basket that you're collecting eggs and putting them in, if you put one in and it cracks, you got a problem. And if you drop the bucket, you lost all the eggs. This is not a good idea. That's why we have the phrase, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So what's the point? Well, there are several things for us to think about here. And the first one is one of my favorite thoughts in business, and that is 1 is a dangerous number. If you only have one option, if you only have one thing, if you only have one way, what if that one goes wrong? If you only have one basket for your eggs, you could have a mess. 1 can be a dangerous number. So what else can we take from the don't put all your eggs in one basket? Well, maybe we should think about multiple investments. So in your investment, your retirement fund, most people would say, well, I don't have it all in one stock or in one thing. And in fact, if you have a mutual fund, it's already diversifying for you. The whole idea is basically based on this point that 1 is a dangerous number. We should have multiple investments. We should have multiple opportunities. We should be looking at multiple ways to be moving towards our future. We don't need to only focus on one thing solely. We could be thinking, well, what other options might I have here? We could be looking at multiple paths forward, multiple ways to get to the outcome that I want, multiple approaches in my career, multiple streams of income in our businesses, multiple paths. And lastly, multiple solutions. Yeah, we might want to solve our problem and have a solution, but we might want to know what the next option is, or what if this solution doesn't solve it all, then what else might we need? We might want to think about multiple solutions. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You see, there's certainly a time to be singularly focused. I'm not going to doubt that. Conversation for another video. But if you put everything in one basket and then the eggs start to break, well, it could get pretty messy. So while focus is critical, diversifying our options, diversifying our opportunities, diversifying our thinking can be of great value to us. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Let me close with today's tweet. 1 can be a dangerous number. Look for multiple options, multiple solutions, and multiple paths to your success. Speaking of multiple options, multiple approaches, there's multiple ways that you can see videos like this one. They're all a part of the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. You can find them on YouTube. I've already mentioned that. But you can also subscribe to what's below, which will get you each new episode of Remarkable TV in your inbox. If that's the way you want to go, subscribe here. Regardless of the approach that you take, we'll be back next week with another episode of Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast.